Hello, Victoria. We are at our home studio today. I tried to set up both YouTube and Facebook live broadcast. Okay. Let's see. I'm setting up YouTube here. I'll be done in a minute before we start talking more. Hello, everybody. I'm Henry Lee at Blue Heron Arts Studio. Let me turn the camera. Okay. Here is our interior inside our studio. We're going to do a demo of painting interior in watercolor today, my challenge. I'm going to set up this camera so you can see the work I'm doing here. I hope it's not upside down. I think it might be. Let me turn it over. Not sure how it works. It's horizontal. Rotate the device. I think I just do it like this. Yeah, this is my new easel I set up. I tried to do it eventually outside, but let me show you on Facebook now. This is the setup I got on a regular camera tripod. I have this plate, this board that comes with a metal plate, so I can put magnetics. So inside my water can, there's a magnetic, so I can just stick like this. Paper towel is also, it's very handy with strong magnets. So I can, if I'm using a piece of paper, I can use tape, or I can use magnetic pins like this. But today I'm going to use this hot press arches watercolor paper. And I just did a sketch of my studio. Actually, I took a snap picture of with my phone. I'm not sure if this orientation is okay to see on YouTube. I think yes, it is. Anyway, if you don't feel comfortable with the view you're looking at, you can go to either Facebook or YouTube. On Facebook, I have this shoulder view. Okay, so I'm going to get my pens. I use a Holbein watercolor. And the first thing I'm going to do is to do the lights. Okay. And I'm going to use a flat brush. Okay. I got some very light yellow as a base. I got some color left over. That's kind of grayish, which is nice. So I need plenty of them. And I can get some grays in it, I think, just to cool it down for the shady part. The goal is to make the window, I paint around the window and leave the beam of light to show. So I need to get quite gray around the window, I guess. Let's just test. It's not dark enough. Why don't I just get more grays? It's handy to use. And there's some green, maybe a little bit too green. So a little sienna. I mean raw sienna. So that's about the darkest I need, I think. This is a hot press. The first time I used this paper, just to see how it works. You know, I like to try different paper. And I should use a paper towel for lifting, I think. I'm used to use my fingers. I'm sorry that this camera is kind of shaking on YouTube. This is my first time trying this setup. If it's not working, I just delete it. You can use Facebook to see if it's too bother. Okay, there's a light, like a beam there. I need to save. I think the flat brush is kind of handy for interior painting because they come in straight lines. That's why I use it. I think I should use some more warm around the window. Let's just spray some water. Reflections. There's 4 scrolls hanging on the high wall, so I just save it. Can you see? Maybe lower it a little bit. Better. But I need to make room for myself to paint. Okay, I'm going to do the floor, I think. Let's just use some sienna, burnt sienna. And some orange. Just mute it a little bit with greens. Okay, let's do it. And just go with the direction of the floor, I think. It should be darker here under the table. We use the ping pong table for as a workspace. Under the table, there's a shadow. We still have the trees. That's the reason I'm painting today. We're going to take it down after maybe the Chinese New Year. So I better do it before we take it down. So there's a curtain that's in this similar color, but a little orange and a pink. Okay, I'm going to do some, let's see. I think we need to save some more white here. Just like reflections in the water. I think it would be good. Another short curtain there. I try to save some white for the lamp. Oops, I think I need to do the dark green for the table. And the tree. I just do the first layer. Oh, I forgot the decoration. I think we just do the opaque later. And the dark sofa. Let me use a smaller brush. I got some brown, some dark brown, I think. I try to get it right first time, so I don't have to do it in too many layers to waste time. Some ultramarine, okay, dark enough. That's where Victoria is sitting, so I better leave. I think I didn't have this sketch here where she's sitting. I have to add it now. She's working there on the sofa. You might wondering why I'm doing watercolor these days, because I can paint what I see every day with it, and I can paint any photograph I see nicely on the internet or for someone's travel. And Chinese painting is ideal or otherworldly, you know. But I can still relate to Chinese painting, like the brush strokes. So you can still tell my main media if you are familiar with my old style. I tried to do this piece of glass. I think we just ignore it for now. Just try to do the darks first. I'm not sure I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing it too dark. I'm used to outline things, so let's do that. And the best thing with watercolor is that you actually can lift it if it's too dark. You know, things like that can be changed. You can see I hold the brush like the Chinese brush, so I can draw calligraphic strokes. I try to go faster, not to finish the background. There's a little stool you don't see actually in the angle you're watching. So I will try to make some details on the floor, maybe. The perspective lines. I used to do perspective when I was in high school, so it's not a major challenge for me because I used to do a lot of cityscapes and buildings, bridges like that when I was young. So everything you have learned in the past will contribute to your current style. I'm not used to the hot press paper. It's more like a Chinese paper though, very smooth. Oops, I think the color is really difficult to see what to use in the shadow and so on. At this point, I just concentrate on the value, I think. Why don't I just use gray for it? In Chinese, we only use black and white. Just like reflections in the water, I think. Okay, I'll do some more details. I think the dark on the sofa chair. And this bookcase. I a very disordered, the chaotic setting usually is more interesting to paint, I have a painting out on the back of the bookcase, but I think it's nice to combine the shape. And some different color in the book. Okay, I have to make this tree really dark, I think. And save some ornaments, maybe. Okay, now let's do some detail on the scrolls. Some shadow. Cap, you want to go out? And there are 4 gentlemen in the picture. I just do a little bit indication of that. The chrysanthemum, oops, should be gray, I think. Bamboo, orchid, and plum. I don't know if you really can see that. Too much, I think. It should be just a suggestion of the painting, I think. Okay, a little detail on this one. It's a plum blossom painting I did in lesson 2, if you remember, with my online class. don't know how to do the glass reflection. Maybe just use my fingers. There's a lotus flower done by my wife in a big frame here. It's a white frame, so no color. And some rose here. Okay, let me see the reflection. I think there's a corner goes there. I think, oh yeah, the French window kind of some lamps. Oh, the bar for the curtain. The wall. There's some fabric. think we've got trees outside. Just light blue and some bushes. Cypress tree outside to the window. I need to identify the content on this one. The picture inside the painting. This is my lesson 2 demo. Plum blossom. Now it's hanging up there. It is just a little bit red. It will be done in seconds. Let's just put some Chinese, they call it Chinese knots. I got from China, from my first teacher in school. Actually, she's a retired teacher now. Made these ornaments for the Chinese New Year. So I just put it on the Christmas tree here. Actually, it's fun. I'll show you a picture later. So just some decoration ornaments. A little bit cherry and the lotus, maybe a little bit. Well, Victoria just left, so I think we'll just leave that. Well, it has been very fun to show you my home and try to. Oh, and of course, we need to do tappy. Normally, he likes sunshine. You know, we moved his bed according to where the sunshine is. He's just walking around. I think we just do it like he's walking in the hall right here, looking at us maybe. Anyway, just a suggestion. Too dark. No, I'll have to fix that later. Oops. Just put a little detail on the curtain. There's a light on from the ceiling. I think I like to add. But you really don't really see much. Just increase the depth. Some kind of and just do a little star on the tree. I think it's gold, but just some other. And I dot the lights with white opaque if I can get it. And some reflections. Just a little bit more color on the curtain. Okay, I think that's it before I ruin it. Thank everybody for watching. If you have any comments and questions, please leave there. I'll reply. Have a good day. Let me sign it before I turn it off, and I will show you the room again. I'll just put my initial under the table here. And the year 2018. Okay. Let me put this. Okay, this is the finished picture from the YouTube camera, and this is the scene I was painting. Victoria is still working. Bye bye, Victoria. Dog, it looked like a Pekingese or poodle. Anyway, just the idea. Okay, I'll turn it off now.